Wow, huh?
Yeah, but hello, doctor. How's that been going?
Hello, Doctor's been going great. Having a hard time with the comedians, though, huh?
It's a bit of a challenge.
They
It's a bit
are
of a challenge.
fantastic. I saw them live, and they were brilliant. Kev, Alan, and Eugene as well, in fact.
You look like you're about to get to shed a tear for the day.
No, not quite.
But so tell us, so what's up on Hello Doctor?
This Sunday, we're talking about things to get off your chest, one of those colds and flus.
Uh-huh.
The cure for the common cold, which there isn't, of course, but there are remedies to sort of prevent it. In fact, they've shown that vitamin C really reduces the risk of getting a cold, shortens the duration, and then we look at where you can get vitamin C from.
Okay.
Oranges, most people think.
Most common.
But 1.8 kilograms of oranges gives you 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. That's what we need. Or a kilogram of broccoli.
Okay, you could do that. I could do a kilogram of broccoli.
Or like 300 grams of guavas. Can you imagine that? You know, we all
nice.
think oranges are sort of the source of vitamin C, but it turns out guavas and guava roll just as good, which
I
is
heard
great.
that green peppers, red peppers are also good.
That too,
Yeah, that's
you know. So we touch on those kind of things. We talk about antibiotics, which you don't want to do for colds and flus. Don't do antibiotics. Colds and flus are viruses, so useless.
Why wouldn't you do that,
antibiotics.
though? We're going to find that out on Sunday.
We'll find it out on Sunday.
All right, oh, nice.
So
What else is
good.
there?
We talk about chest pain. Have you got chest pain?
No, I'm
doing a
all
little bit of
right.
a, you know.
Oh, from exercising.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
Working the babies.
But at some point we get that. So we're talking about some of the ominous signs associated with chest pain, because there are hundreds of causes.
Yeah.
But the kind of worrying cause is the heart attack reason.
Okay,
And so if
yeah.
it's chest pain associated with like a crushing, pressing feeling, or it's chest pain associated with dizziness or nausea or sweating or palpitations, then possibly heart attack, and that's when you get in your car and you get rushed to the hospital. You don't mess around with that kind of pain. So
Wow, okay.
that sort of stuff.
I heard Anela's going to be there as well.
She is Anela Mdoda, the louder half of the 5FM duo. She tells us about the moment
Significantly
when,
louder.
significantly louder. Tells us about the time when Grant kicked her. Apparently, you know, she just fainted in studio. Grant kind of kicked her like an old washing machine.
An
And kind
act
of
of
thought,
love.
Obviously, but she's got a condition called anemia.
Oh, right.
And she gets tired. Can you believe it? Anela, the energetic Anela, gets sort of fatigued. So we talk
That's
about
something to do
why.
with your blood, isn't it?
It is. It has to do with an iron deficiency anemia. And the irony, in fact, she shared this, or she's going to share this, is that she eats soil. There's this thing called pica. It's a medical condition where you eat non-foods just to get, to replace the sort of nutrient deficiencies in your body, and there's lots of iron in soil. So can you imagine Anela eating soil just to get more iron to compensate?
Was this
So,
prescribed by some doctor?
No, it wasn't. It's just a natural reaction. You know, kids have it, and Ella's got it. She eats a lot of liver as well, which is high in iron. So all sorts of things just to kind of increase her her blood content.
Goodness. Oh my, it is very, very fascinating.
We got Brian Banner in as well. He's talking about sport, in fact, which is interesting. I think you're going to overdo it sometimes.
I know, in high school I played cricket, rugby, I ran, I swam.
See,
No,
but
I
that's-
tried to swim. I didn't swim. I tried.
Fantastic.
I haven't perfected it. But I like a lot of sport.
But that's great, and that's ideal. In fact, Tim Noakes is coming in as well to talk about just that you don't want to specialise in one sport only, because you kind of become narrowed in your abilities and skills. You've got to learn to do everything, throw everything, you know, jump through everything.
Yeah.
And we talk about too much competition in school sport, which is interesting. Do you know that by the age of 16, or up till the age of 16, you shouldn't really be competitive? Studies have shown, no really, studies have shown that kids up to the age of 13, if your child is playing provincial sport at the age of 13, so kind of competitive at that level, the chance of him ever becoming a Springbok or doing better with his sport is minimal. Most kids at that stage just can't handle the emotional stress related to competition. So,
I must say, I can relate to that, but it seems kind of bizarre to think that, you know, if you skip that whole process of development from primary school to 16 years old, that you'd be ready to play on that level of competitiveness.
Well, we're not saying don't develop, we're just saying don't get too competitive. You know, the first thing parents ask when their kids come home is, did you win? You know, that's the last thing you should be asking your kids. It should be, did you have fun? Did you enjoy your sport? That kind of thing. So we're touching on a whole bunch of issues that relate from this to, you know, your whole body. That's Hello Dr. Feet. It's okay, it's not too bad. Got a bit of movement,
I saw the cover of the Lig magazine where you, Dad, were with your kids. Lovely, stunning cover. How are you celebrating Father's Day?
With those 3 beautiful kids on the cover, in fact. So I got some friends around, and I was curious that they airbrushed me a lot, but they didn't touch my kids, you know, which is just...
Lovely stuff. Good to see you, Doc.
Likewise.
Yeah. Be sure to catch Hello Doctor on SABC 3 Sunday evenings at 5:30 for the best life. All right, we cross over to Liesel.